Hello and welcome to a channel update video. I wanted to do a final channel update video for what's going on with this channel for the rest of the year, give you guys kind of an idea of things going forward. Now, as you guys know, I've been doing Horror Fest. Horror Fest has been massively successful for this channel. I've had a lot of fun doing it, live streaming a bunch of games. I've live streamed Evil Within, Dead Space, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I attempted Deadly Premonition. Unfortunately, I hit the infamous hospital glitch on the PC version, which erased my saves and corrupted that game, and that's done. So, first things going forward, and this will outdate this video, as a closer for Horror Fest live streaming, I'm pleased to announce that Dead Space 2 is going to be the final game that we live stream on the channel for Horror Fest. This will bleed into the rest of this next week coming up here, so it's going to go a little bit past Halloween, but I'm happy to play that game, and because I enjoyed playing Dead Space 1 so much again, I wanted to play Dead Space 2 again. So that's going to be the final game for Horror Fest. I will at some point also do a bonus round stream that will be Zombies Ate My Neighbors, but Horror Fest has been extremely successful for my channel. I've had a lot of fun doing these different film club videos and all this stuff. Secondly, there will be an Evil Within 2 review. It will actually be posted over the weekend sometime, so that's also going to date this video. After that, let's talk about what's going on in November and December of this year for the rest of the year. So what you guys need to know is in my personal life, I'm actually going to be starting a different job here coming up in the first major full week of November. So that's going to change things with the channel a little bit. What that means is, obviously, Horror Fest was a massive undertaking on my side of things, and that required a lot of attention in the month of October, and it also bloated the channel with a lot of videos. Videos are going to be scaled back between November through, the normal parts of the year. You're not going to be getting videos on a daily basis. That's never what I set out for the channel to be. And does that mean that I'm stopping videos completely? Absolutely not. You're still going to be getting videos. You're still going to be getting one episode of The Greatest Generation a month. You're still going to be getting episodes of Backlog. Backlog is back. It will be back in November, and we'll be exploring more of my massive backlog of games that I have here. So let's talk about some other stuff. I tried to start a video series called Steamlogged. That's dead. I realized that with starting that whole thing, and that's the only video I've ever actually deleted off YouTube, is Steamlog. I just am going to roll that into Backlog. It doesn't make sense to have two shows about a backlog when one's already called Backlog. So Backlogged is going to continue, and that's going to continue in November. You're going to be getting an Xbox One X review sometime in November. It might not be till later towards the end of the month because I want to have enough time with getting used to the system and playing a bunch of games and capturing footage and seeing if this game really truly delivers the promise of true 4K. I'm very interested to see if Microsoft can pull it off, so really excited to get my hands on that machine. Also, there will be a Super Mario Odyssey review. Yes, Super Mario Odyssey review. I just picked up my copy of the game today as the date of this recording, so I will be fully reviewing that game. Actually, tonight, October 27th, 2017, I will be doing a launch day stream of Super Mario Odyssey. I plan on playing a little bit of the game this afternoon, so I'll be a little into the game, and this is going to be a one-off stream, just playing some Mario Odyssey, and that's it. November and December is going to be very important on this channel. Every year, I've always done a written for some of the Giant Bomb forums and stuff. I've always done a written Game of the Year top 10 list. Now, I'm transitioning that this year into YouTube and video. So what that means is I will be recording one big top 10 video that I am then going to split up into 10 daily videos. And each day I'll be releasing, starting at number 10 down to number 1, there will be a video each day showcasing, a pick in my top 10 list of the top 10 games of 2017. And then when it's all done, I release number 1, and then after that I will release the full unedited 10-piece video to you guys. There will also be videos on the top 3 most disappointing games of the year. And there will also, I feel like this is especially necessary in 2017 because it's been such a ridiculously good year for video games in general. There will be an honorable mentions video at some point there as well for the games that don't quite make my top 10 list, but I still feel that it's important that they need to be mentioned. So those things will be coming to the channel later this month, or later in December, and I'm excited to do that. That's pretty much what's going to be the breadth of what's going on in December. Now let's talk about live streaming. So live streaming's been pretty successful on my channel. I think Castlevania Symphony of the Night, that run garnished the most attention of any of the games, but I had a lot of fun doing live streaming. That being said, isn't going to be so consistent as it once was. I'm not planning on doing nightly live streams like I did in October. That's going to be a thing that I confine to HorrorFest. However, I still want to stream, so live streaming is going to be really scaled back, and it's going to be once or twice every week or every 2 weeks. What that means is once I finish Dead Space, we will move on to Super Mario RPG, but it's going to be a lot less consistent, and that's just because with me starting a new job in my real personal life here and other things going on, I'm not going to be able to keep up with that level of, I guess, commitment, as you will. And obviously that was just a special thing for October, so that's why that's happening. But rest assured, I will still be doing some live streaming. It just isn't going to be on a consistent basis like HorrorFest was. Also, Film Club will continue. Film Club's not dead, I'm not killing it or anything like that. I want to continue Film Club. Film Club is going to be scaled back as well. It's not going to be so consistent. I was doing that specially for HorrorFest as well, but there are important movies not only coming out, but movies that I watch in my free time as well, that I will probably want to review for this channel. But I will say that I will be doing at some point a Film Club review of Justice League, and I will do a Film Club review of Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. So those are two of the big theater movies this year that I actually plan on going to see in the theater, because a lot of the other ones I look at it and go, I can just watch it on digital, who cares? So, but those two movies are really important to me. Justice League in particular is something that is incredibly important to me, not only as a huge Batman fan, but it's crazy to me to think that, you know, now at my age, I'm finally getting the movie I've always wanted. So for all the Marvel fans out there who 5 years ago got to see the Avengers assemble on screen for the first time, I'm getting my Avengers, you know, and because I'm a DC kid, I always have been, and I couldn't be more excited about that. I really hope that movie delivers. I have such high hopes for that movie, and we'll see if they do. And you guys got to remember too, I was a fan of Batman v Superman. I didn't hate it. I don't think it's a great movie or a perfect movie. It's just fine. So we'll see. I hope they can deliver. I hope the course correction helps that movie, and I hope it turns out okay for everybody in the end. So anyways, guys, those are the plans for the channel for the rest of the year. I just wanted to get this video out there and let you guys know what's going on. And again, I do apologize for the Deadly Premonition thing. I was really enjoying that game. Thankfully, I do own a copy of this game on the Xbox 360, and at some point I will do a Greatest Generation episode of this game in particular on that show. And I actually restarted it on the 360. It's not as hard to go back to as I thought it would be. So, but anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it gives you kind of an idea of what's going on with the channel for the rest of the year. Anyways, as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.